From high atop the percolator, it's time for Java with John. Here's Johnny!
Well, there we are. Java with Johnny.
Salute.
Haven't seen you in 2 weeks, sir. Good to see you. Good to hear from you.
Yes. But no, that's two. Seems longer than 2, but.
Sometimes times fly and sometimes it doesn't. Okay. See, look at that. We looked after our welcome already. Isn't that something? We're just flying today.
No, I can't get that song out of my head. Thanks a lot. One horn.
What about anything brought a smile to your face this week, John, or what's happening?
Well, as I mentioned to you earlier, it's been a bit of a rough week.
Yeah. Some things are hard to smile over.
My first tomatoes are out, and my first peppers are out.
Oh, well.
So I got one pepper about this big, and I got a bunch of tomatoes about the same size.
Oh, super. I'm not commenting.
I've got a bunch of psychotic cucumbers growing right now.
Oh.
Yeah. I said to myself, I'll plant 6. Well, what damage could 6 do? I needed 2. So we'll leave it at that. How about yourself?
Well, my gardening, I'm not talking about. It's not dead, but I'm not talking about it. So the smile on my face comes this week from a new thing I discovered called 3D printing. Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't really understand it when I first heard about it about 5 or 6 years ago. I thought it was like CNC, where you started with a block of material and it just whittled things away. Well, 3D printing is actually the opposite. You start with 0 and it lays down layers of plastic or whatever material. This is my first project. This is made up of 4 layers. The bottom layer is white. Then I have a layer of black, then another layer of white, and then the final layer of red. So I was pretty pleased with that. Now, I don't own a 3D printer because they're pretty expensive babies. The one I thought I was getting for Father's Day was $999. But Colleen, I think, knows my history of having an interest in something and then 3 months later or less, gone. Second project, I made these brackets for one of my devices. So they sort of go one on each end of the device to hold it up in the air at an angle, so the little air gets under, cools off a bit.
Cool.
So I did 2 sets of those for 2 devices, and I've got a 4th project ready to go. So my smile, 3D printing.
It's always fun to learn something new.
It's great for an old mind like mine, which are supposed to keep active, and it's keeping me going because I had no experience in CAD or drawing, so I'm trying to learn a program on the internet, which is free. That's me, called Tinkercad. And it allows you to build all kinds of, or to do all kinds of 3D drawings, and it doesn't cost a cent, so it fits my schedule perfectly.
I remember doing CAD with a pencil and paper.
Well, that's the last time I saw somebody doing it. They were, but now Tinkercad is free, and it's pretty good. But takes a while to get through this mind to mind. But hopefully, because I've got another major one that I'm going to be working on, so I better learn it sometime.
Cool. You can make hockey stick blades for your team.
Well, I have a bigger plan than that. I want to make bobbleheads.
Ah, those are pretty easy to make. I've seen guys make them. There's programs designed for doing that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the right. I'm trying to. If I come together with it, I'll send it off to you. But,
Okay.
There is specific programs for making bobbleheads.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I'm headed on that project next.
Cool.
National Day. I was scrambling to find something. Did you have any more luck than I did?
Not really. I don't know. I'm trying not to say anything controversial on this one. I can tell you what happened in this day in history.
Okay.
I prefer history than current some days.
Okay.
1960, the Democratic Republic of Congo gained its independence from Belgium. They were one of the last European controlled countries in Africa. 1908. This is kind of interesting because you don't hear these things. A massive asteroid or comet airburst occurred over the Tunguska region in Siberia. It flattened 2,000 square kilometers of forest.
Wow. That's pretty large, isn't it?
That would be probably from you to Ottawa in a circle.
Wow.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of cool. Gone with the Wind was first published on this day in 1936. There's a classic novel for you.
Okay.
Actually, I just picked up my favorite movie. Julie got it for me the other day, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I've watched it 100 times, and I could do another 100. I like it that much. Yeah.
Yeah. This one's for Janet and Paul. Specifically, Janet and Paul. I know we've always talked about the top 10 songs, top 40, whatever, top best movies. So I'm going to pick at their brain because I don't recognize one of these songs. Top 10 country songs of this week in 1976. El Paso City by Marty Robbins.
Oh.
Never heard of it. All These Things by Joe Stampley.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard of him. Suspicious Minds with Waylon Jennings and Jesse Coulter.
Oh, yes.
I'm assuming that's a remake of Elvis.
Yes.
The Door Is Always Open by Dave and Sugar. Okay, we're really grasping at this one here. Teddy Bear by Red Solvine. Now, I am a huge Conway Twitty fan, and I've never heard this song. After the Good Is Gone. So I Googled it, and I won't listen to it again. I'll Get Over You by Crystal Gale. Wasn't she the one with the really long hair?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 9, Don't the Girls All Get Purty at Closing Time? Mitchell Gilly.
Ah,
Again, never heard of him.
that's not a song. That's a truism.
And Drinking My Baby Off My Mind by Eddie Rabbit.
Oh, got
Not
me.
Bugs Bunny, Eddie Rabbit. So there is John's useless information of the day.
Ah, yes. Good stuff. We better lock you in the Country Music Hall of Fame and let you study 1976.
I've been there. The Country Music Hall of Fame. And let me tell you something. I won't go back. That's when what was the he played for Belleville, and then he played in the NHL for a number of years. His brother was a goalie that got drafted.
It's Subban?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
year that they were in the playoffs in Nashville, and you could buy tickets to go see the game for $10.
It's cheaper than Belleville.
Yep.
Well, my research, and I did, what's the national day today, June 30th, and it is World Snorkeling Day. So,
I can see Gary doing that.
oh yeah, get out your mask and get out your snorkel and give her a go. I had a major experience with that. Trying to think of the name of the island where you and Julie went about 5 years ago on a holiday. Stayed at a sandal. Yes, in the Barbados we went on a party cruise, but before the partying we did some snorkeling. I did. Colleen didn't get off the boat, but we went down and fed the turtles, and then we moved to another site and we snorkeled over a boat wreck, and then we got back to more serious downing of the favorite local liquors, but did all my snorkeling first. So today is National Snorkeling Day.
Rural snow. Didn't you say rural?
No, I meant world.
Oh, world. I'm sorry. I thought you said rural. That's
Oh.
why I'm looking at you like, what the heck kind of a day is that? It's Urban Plowing Day.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Pet peeve. I
Go
was
ahead.
scrapped.
I'm staying out of this one today.
Okay, well, I can answer. I can say mine because it's not aimed at anybody that we really know. But my peeve is because this is election year in Ontario, and all the municipal elections take place, and I find locally, I'm talking Brockville, Prescott, those kinds of places, we seem to have a lot of people who don't really live here are actually running for mayor or council. And I think it's within the rules, because I think if you own property, then you can run, even though you don't actually live in the community.
Yep.
So that's got me ticked off just a little bit when these guys who live, I will use the word rural this time, they live outside the city, and there's guys running in Brockville, guys running in Prescott as well, who don't actually live in the city.
Yeah. I will tell you to Google something after this, because speaking of municipal elections, I don't know if you saw yesterday the lady that's running for mayor of Hamilton.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'll let you Google it today.
Okay.
She has a sock puppet. And when she's talking about politics, her puppet works with.
Does the talking. Okay.
Sorry, you just sometimes need to laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was trying to think of a very famous sock puppet. Used to be on Channel 24.
Oh, I know. The kids show.
Although I was thinking about the guy that on
Oh, Ed the Soccer, what was his name?
yeah, Ed the Sock.
Yeah. That was funny.
Ed the Sock. Yeah.
Yeah. He was my hero for a long time.
I forget what were we talking about with that.
God save us all.
Okay. Going on to a song. I'm not going to say it's The Boys Are Back in Town or Guess Who's Back or anything like that, but any song on your mind this week, or
Just the ones we talked about earlier. Purple People Eater, Purple Rain. No, I've actually not been listening to music for the past couple weeks. Yeah, it's been nice and quiet. So,
well, I've actually been to 3 live performances since I talked to you last. On Sunday night, we went to a show in Prescott, outside amphitheater. The band performing were called the Capitol Beatles. They actually only performed Beatles songs, and they were surprisingly very good at it. On Friday night, we went to a dance at a local saloon. The band was the Country Traditions. They played 3.5 hours. Good music, good dancing music. Kept me and Colleen very happy. And then the week before that, at the amphitheater, we saw Cahoon and the Hollow Bodies. And that group has one of my former students is the lead singer in that group. So
cool.
I enjoyed that. But the song that's got me going is a week ago, Danny Garzawood, that lead singer in the Hollow Bodies, sang it. And then the Capitol Beatles did it again this week. And that's Obla Di Obla Da by the Beatles. They stuck in my mind and a little bit catchy, so that's the song that's been on this mind this week.
Well, going back to what we were talking about earlier, the number one song in 1976 on this date was by a former Beatle who married a very rich young lady.
Oh, of Asian
not
person.
Yoko Ono.
Oh.
Silly Love Songs was number one this week.
Oh.
It was sung by the Wings.
Okay.
And what was his wife's last name?
Got me.
Eastman.
Ah.
She was the heir to Eastman Kodak.
Oh. All right.
He did okay.
Yes, he did. Yes. Yeah. Local spotlight. I don't know if there's a. Oh yes, you said you've got a woman running for mayor in Hamilton. Anything else exciting in the GT area?
Let's see. The only excitement we've had here is the other night we had an accident 5 doors down from us where I'm going to assume he was drunk, totaled 2 cars plus his own, and we got to watch him get carted off by the cops. That was fun. Yeah, that's the only excitement that we've had around here. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. So.
Okay. Well, one of the stories that's come up in local newspapers is something called the Weekenders program, and what that is this group of ladies here, and the one on the right is was a student in my very first class in 1971. She runs this program, all by volunteers, and they package meals for kids to take home on the weekends because, and I was never aware of this, that so many kids don't really have food on the weekend because there isn't enough money in their household to provide it.
Yeah. This is what we were talking about a few weeks ago. People don't see what's going on around them.
No.
And that's really sad. And kudos to her for being part of this group because I think I said this once before, for a country so big with so much, so many farms, some of the best farmers in the world, why we have a food crisis in this country is beyond me.
Yeah, me too. In this program, Colleen and I always sponsor one kid for a year. I think we give $200 or $300, and that covers the cost of the program for that one kid. And I've got a little speak out here from Lori, where she tells us a little bit about the program. Hopefully you could hear it as well as it goes online, John.
It went absolutely phenomenal. We handed out over 15,000 baggies, 15,663 to be exact this school year. We were still able to embrace JK to grade 12, which is what our mission has always been. And so absolutely wonderful. No complaints.
So that was our girl, Lori, talking about the Weekender program. Mm-hmm. I think it's amazing. I think they spend somewhere around $200,000. That's how much money they raise, because there's no paid employees or anything like that, and it goes to a really good thing.
Well, my hat's off to her. That's one thing I absolutely would support, especially more funding and more opportunities for people like that. So.
Okay, well, comes down to one of my favorite topics, travel.
Beer.
Well, we have above board and below board topics. Some we talk about, some we don't. Today's travel question, and I didn't prep you on this at all because I didn't want to spoil it for you, but it's a very simple one. When you're choosing, or if you do get to choose a seat on an airplane, where do you like to sit?
No, the only place I can sit is at the emergency exit. Because if I don't have the problems with my legs, if I don't have the availability to be able to move my legs, then it can be extremely painful for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only place that I want to sit. Well, that in the cockpit. I'd like to sit in the cockpit.
Yes, yeah. Well, I can tell you once, a long time ago, and I won't tell you how many years, but Colleen and I were going to Florida on a charter out of Ottawa. So it was a true charter. Alcohol was free all the way down to Florida. And if you wanted, you could go in the cockpit. Now, we didn't get to sit, but I just remembered we went into the cockpit and the guy said, if you look out to the right, those lights, that's Florida. It's about 150 miles to the right of us, because it just shows you how the flight path from Ottawa goes that far out in the Atlantic on a straight line to reach West Palm Beach. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing what they have to do to get to navigate other air traffic. That is true.
And my favorite seat, well, as you said, we'd all like to be in the cockpit, but I would like to try one of those first class seats, but that's never happened, and it probably never will happen, because I see on Air Canada on those flights they want around $800 to move up the first class. So that's not going to happen for me, unless Colleen saves up for a nice Father's Day present. But yeah,
I've flown in one of those seats once, and I was actually, what's the one? It's not first class. What's the one behind it? Coach.
I don't know, premium or something. Yeah. And I got bumped up there on the flight I was at. I forgot where I was flying. I think it was, I can't remember. And I had a very welcome guest sitting next to me. Oh.
Yeah, Galen Weston.
Oh. Did he give you a refund?
No, but I had no clue who he was. And I think he was more shocked that I had no idea who he was.
Oh.
I'm like, you own a grocery store. So does my boss's son-in-law. What's your point? Yeah, but I think he was more shocked that I didn't know who he was. And I'm like, don't know, don't care.
Yeah. That's the seat that I want, and I can almost afford. Next March, because we're going on Porter, I've opted for those seats. The primary thing is they have extra leg room. And do I need the leg room? No. But an old fat guy like me needs the extra room to get the tray down without it resting on my gut. So I love that extra room.
You have to have the leg room. I'm telling you, if you don't move your legs, the damage that can be caused is so massive. It's hard to explain. But you have to be able, especially if you're on a flight longer than 2 hours, you have to be able to move your legs on a consistent basis.
Well, I do, and if I can't, I mean, what's the worst thing is being stuck in the middle seat of three with no room. That really does you in.
Yeah. I'd rather drive in a 1992 Dodge Omni than do that.
Well, I think we've exhausted our topics. Yeah. We've made it under our 30-minute time limit. I have to go to Ottawa today. I'm not allowed to say we're babysitting. We're making memories when we go there. And this is, of course, is Rebecca's busy season. So she's putting in her 80 or 90-hour weeks. But tonight we have to go because Andrew's playing ball hockey. So it's worth our trip to go out there, and gives Colleen a real boost because she gets to spend time with her granddaughter.
Yeah. And no matter how you sugarcoat it, you're babysitting.
I'm not going to say yes. I get in trouble. Okay, let's play the outro on that note.